He didn't even look at me when he said it, just stared at the papers on his desk. "We're letting you go. No reason, no hesitation." The man whose company I built from the ground up. My wife's father. The man who once called me son. I sat there for a few seconds, not moving. The words didn't sting at first. They echoed, like hearing your own name at a funeral. He kept talking, legalities, severance, formal nonsense. I heard nothing, just the hum of the air conditioner, the way he avoided my eyes. When I finally stood, I smiled, a small, measured smile. He didn't notice. He thought he'd buried me quietly. As I left his office, I heard his voice through the door, lower, lighter now. "Yes, he's gone. Now hire my brother for his position." That's when it clicked. Not business, blood. I looked at the phone in my hand. The draft email sat open, ready. I pressed send. Then I walked out. That night, my wife poured wine like nothing had happened. Her father's laughter echoed through her phone on speaker. "You'll land on your feet," he said. "He's resilient." Resilient. I'd given him 14 years of that resilience. Late nights, hidden debt, lies to suppliers just to keep cash flow alive during the first winters. He'd told everyone the company was his idea, and I'd let him, because family. But lately, she'd been distant, locked phone, strange smiles when she texted, defensiveness when I walked in. At first, I thought it was stress. Then I recognized the look. I'd seen it once before, on my mother's face, the night she confessed she'd fallen for another man. I knew I wasn't losing just a job. I was losing my place in their world. She asked, "Are you okay?" I said, "Fine." But my hand stayed on the table longer than it should have. Still, calm. Measuring the cracks, I started small. Quiet. I reactivated an old admin account I'd set up years ago, hidden under an alias in the company servers. He never noticed it. Nobody did. From there, I saw everything. Payments routed to offshore subsidiaries, consulting invoices signed by his brother months before I was fired, and my wife's name appearing in a shared account, Family Ventures LLC. Family. Always family. I dug deeper. Emails between them, coordinating timing. "Once he's out, we'll move fast." She replied, "He won't fight. He never does." I didn't sleep that night. I didn't rage, didn't drink, didn't scream. Just sat there, watching the pattern form. Every betrayal has a rhythm. You just have to listen long enough to hear it. By morning, I had the files. By afternoon, I had the timing. By evening, I had a plan. They wanted me out quietly. I'd leave loudly. The audit began with a single email to the board. Anonymous, detailed, undeniable. Every wire transfer, every falsified signature, every shared asset. By the time the story broke, he was in a meeting, smiling for a photo in the company lobby. By noon, the journalists were calling. By evening, the SEC was. He called me then, first time since the firing. "Did you—" "I just pressed send," I said. Silence. He realized I'd known. For weeks. He tried to twist it, plead loyalty, family, misunderstanding. I stayed quiet. Silence unnerves people more than rage. The truth had done what I couldn't. It stripped him. Publicly. That night, my wife came home pale. "They're saying Dad." "I know," I said. Her eyes searched mine for something. Fear, guilt, forgiveness. There was nothing left to find. The board called an emergency meeting the next morning. I didn't go. I didn't need to. They released a statement. His resignation effective immediately. Investigations pending. Assets frozen. When she walked into the kitchen, I slid a folder across the table. Inside, her signature, her account, her involvement. Her face drained. I didn't mean—" "I know," I said. "You just helped him." She reached for my hand. I moved it away. "Where will you go?" she whispered. Forward. I stood. Walked past her. out the same door I'd entered their lives through, empty-handed, free. 2 weeks later, I got the letter. The company was dissolving. The press called it a tragedy of greed. I didn't respond. I sat in my apartment overlooking the city I'd built his empire in. He'd taught me business, yes, but he'd also taught me what it means to underestimate quiet men. I replayed that final moment in his office, the flicker of arrogance in his eyes. It was gone now, replaced by headlines, lawsuits, shame. He destroyed me to make room for blood. I destroyed him to remind him whose veins ran colder. I didn't smile when I read the news. I just closed the laptop and whispered, "Merry Christmas, Dad."